The INFJ is the rarest MBTI personality type. They are able to take in information and form conclusions that often make them seem like they are psychic. And some of these abilities do indeed have the capacity to get, well, a bit dark. Here are the 6 dirty secrets INFJs refuse to talk about. Number 1, INFJs know your weaknesses. Interestingly, the INFJ will gather information about your weaknesses and will do so subconsciously. They often will not even know that they're doing it. Even if they do gather this information and think about it, they are not initially doing so with malicious intent, but instead with an aim of helping you later down the road. The INFJ will often imagine how effective you could be if you did not have that weakness, and will begin to formulate thoughts of how they might be able to help you overcome the weaknesses in your life. This may take the form of exercises or programs you could start implementing. This is the natural coach and counselor coming out of the INFJ. Number 2, INFJs can manipulate you without you knowing it. While a healthy INFJ will seldom use their ability to manipulate others intentionally or for cruel or hurtful reasons, they are aware that they can be very convincing in their argumentation. INFJs can feel what you are feeling. They have the ability to understand your emotions in a way that is likely even better than they understand their own emotions. Because they see what you want and how you could get it, they may start to lead you in that direction. INFJs feel that they can see the future outcomes of specific acts, and often they can. That means that if they see you heading down what they feel is a bad road, they may give you a little coercion to get you back on the right track. They do not see this as being manipulative, but as helping you make the right choice for yourself. Still, the INFJ must be careful not to be too controlling of others. When others say no, the INFJ should let their no mean no and their yes mean yes. They should allow others to make mistakes if that's what they want to do. While this is the behavior of a healthy INFJ, the unhealthy INFJ may use the information they gather about others to get what they want, even if getting it requires them to be immoral. And that leads us to point number 3. Number 3. INFJs can be immoral to get what they want. All people can be immoral. Any personality type has the ability to head down a dark path and be immoral. INFJs, however, are adept at reading people, and they are great at seeing the big picture. They are particularly good at seeing what people desire most, and if they choose to be immoral, they can use that ability to gain power at all costs. They are also very convincing and will use the emotions of others to rationalize horrible acts. All INFJs know that if they chose the dark side, their powers would be overwhelming. They know that if they analyzed what groups wanted and tailored their speech and actions to match that, they could have people under their thumb. However, the strong moral compass of the INFJ will typically keep them from committing evil or manipulating others to get what they want. Most would rather starve than to cheat or lie to others. Number 4. INFJs will turn on you if they feel you are wrong. INFJs do not feel the need to be more loyal to you than to their moral compass. An INFJ will stick to their moral code before they will stick to a relationship. If you're doing something against the INFJ's moral code, then you are not safe with the INFJ. They will do what is necessary to bring about fairness and justice, no matter who you are. If they are extremely close to you, they may ask you to stop and give you many chances, but if the violations continue, the INFJ will coldly door slam you and possibly turn you in to the proper authorities. Number 5, INFJs can be codependent. INFJs have a tendency to want to fix other people and to solve their problems. They can start to care more about other people's desires than their own desires. They can often need to be of service to someone in order to feel that they are valuable. They have a tendency to tell others what they think they want to hear from them instead of telling them the truth. INFJs also seem to have a tendency to feel emotionally like the others they interact with. So if someone's in a good mood, the INFJ is in a good mood. If someone's in a bad mood, the INFJ is in a bad mood. This is a common problem for INFJs, one that I'll cover in more detail in a future video, so consider subscribing if you'd like to learn more about that. I know personally, codependence is something I have to work hard to overcome. Number 6, the INFJ knows how to destroy you. This one ties in directly with point number 1. We know your weaknesses. When I say destroy, I don't mean with physical harm, but with cold, detached, and scarily accurate remarks that reveal information that the person was sure that nobody had noticed or that nobody knew but them alone. The INFJ gathers this information subconsciously and will seek to use it for your benefit in the future. INFJs cannot help but see your flaws and your strengths. They will appreciate the strengths and think about how much better you could be if you worked on your weaknesses. They will even go so far as to develop a game plan for you subconsciously if they really care about you, and they may bring parts of that plan up to you in passing conversation. However, if the INFJ is pushed too far, too many times, they may very well use this information to tear your inner being apart. After all, we know your weaknesses. And when a person wields that kind of power, it can be very tempting to use it when being abused or mistreated. This is often when the INFJ has a meltdown and explodes on someone with angry and often scarily accurate remarks. These are often cutting and sarcastic and can end relationships. This is devastating to both the INFJ and to the other person and should be avoided. Comment below if you've had the experience of blowing up on someone because they mistreated you just one too many times. If this video helped you learn how to be a healthier and happier INFJ, then consider joining the INFJ Circle by subscribing to this channel.